All right, guys, this week is all about distance wedges, getting some known numbers. Distance wedges is typically, 40 yards to 120 yards out. For the tour players, 70-yard shot is something they would actually use their full swing kinematic sequence. So if we go back to the first month of training here, we did the finesse wedges. The downswing sequence is a little bit different than the full swing sequence. So when we get to the distance wedges, we're gonna, have our backswing and the knees and the hips are gonna start to downswing, and then the shoulders and the torso and the chest is gonna come down, and the arms and then the club head. And so there's skill and there's value in controlling distances, which means you're going to have a crisp contact. It's what they call slightly flighted trajectory with enough spin so that you have maximum control of club head speed. It's not 100% go at it like you're driving it. It's just an effective distance wedge swing that definitely differs from the full iron swing or the full driver swing with just a few minor areas. One is we're typically going to narrow the stance width. We're going to have a little bit of disassociation between the hips and the upper body. We'll have a little bit less effort and a little bit less speed. And so during this training, we're going to get some known numbers and I'll just use what my wedge setup is. I have a 51, 55, and a 59, and my pitching wedge is 46. But I'm going to train you on just getting your known numbers with 3 wedges. So if you just have a pitching wedge and a gap wedge and a sand wedge, perfect. You're going to get known numbers with those. And so my known numbers with my 59-degree wedge, known number at 9 o'clock swing is 76 yards. My known number with my 55-degree wedge at a 9 o'clock swing is 89 yards. And my known number with a 51-degree wedge is 102 yards. And that all happens by practice. So the first known number that I'm looking for is with my highest lofted club, which is a 59-degree wedge. And so throughout this training, we're going to have a 10:30 swing, a 9 o'clock swing, a 7:30 swing. So we're going to have a half swing, 3/4 swing, and a full swing. We want to get known numbers for backswing. Because if we take the same backswing, 9 o'clock, and we have the same follow through for every shot, 9 o'clock, swing, hold my finish. You're going to go out, take 10, 15, 20, 30 balls. So with my wedge, 59-degree wedge, I'm going to set up, go through my routine, practice swing. I'm going to line up to the ball. I'm going to confirm my target. I'm going to make sure I go to 9 o'clock. And I'm going to send it. I'm going to find out how far that went by using a laser. You can pick any flag. There's various flags around ranges. And if one is set at 59 yards, or one is set at 75 yards, one is set at 100 yards, then move further or closer away and find out what your known number is. So I'm just going to take some 9 o'clock swings. you guys can do this at the range. This is where I got my no numbers, is at the driving range. Today when I'm doing this training, it happened to be raining out. So you're going to want to take all your wedges, go out to the range, take a 9 o'clock backswing. 9 o'clock backswing, basically my lead arm is level with the ground. 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. 9 o'clock, swing down, finish. Hit 10, 15, 20, 30 shots per club with your 9 o'clock swing and get an idea of what your known number is, because you're going to be able to take this known number to the fairway. And so if I know that my known number with this club, doing a 9 o'clock swing with just normal tempo, 80% effort, my known number is 76 yards. So if I see that it's 72 yards, I'm going to go through my routine. I'm going to in my practice swing, I'm going to practice just a little bit below, 9 o'clock. So I'll take a practice swing, backswing to here, sense what that feels like. And then I'll step up to the ball, hit my target, lock it on the target, really feel that swing, backswing less than 9 o'clock, and then follow through with confidence. Now I have a known number. So the distance wedge with my 59-degree known number is 76 yards. So then I would go in the bag, I would pull out my 55-degree wedge, and I would practice my 9 o'clock backswing, practice my 9 o'clock backswing, hit 10, 15, 20, 30 balls. Obviously, the more balls you hit, the greater you'll be able to see what your known number is. So 9 o'clock feels right about there. Now, as you probably noticed, even though I felt like that was my 9 o'clock swing, momentum probably carried it higher than 9 o'clock, but I'm training my own brain. You know, my brain senses and feels that that's 9 o'clock right now in practice, and I do this 30 times on the range to where this feels 9 o'clock, even though my swing when I hit the ball goes up to here. That's okay, because I'm training my brain that this is 9 o'clock. This is 9 o'clock, swing. This is 9 o'clock, swing. This is 9 o'clock, swing. So when I get out to the course, and I need to hit an 89-yard shot from the fairway, I'm pulling out my 55-degree wedge. I'm going to look at that target. I'm going to line up to it. I'm going to practice my 9 o'clock backswing. I'm going to confirm the target. And I'm going to 9 o'clock. Now you'll be able to tell on video that probably went a little bit past 9 o'clock. That's okay. My brain thinks that it's 9 o'clock because I've trained it on the practice range over and over and over that that's 9 o'clock. Now if I have a 93-yard shot, I gotta add 4 more yards. I'm just gonna get up to the practice swing and I'm gonna go a little bit above 9 o'clock. And if I'm just sensing that it's just a little bit more than 9 o'clock, that's how I'm going to add that extra 4 yards. is I have a known number with my 55-degree wedge. So now I have a 51-degree wedge. And just so you guys want to know, I play Miura wedges. All my clubs are Miura except my 3-wood is a PXT 3-wood, and my driver is a TaylorMade M4. And my putter is a Metal X6 Odyssey. Metal X6 Odyssey. I make a lot of birdies with this bitch. But to stay on track here, distance wedges getting known numbers. So you're going to go out to the range. You're going to find a spot to where you can take your gap wedge. I guess this is my gap wedge, 51-degree wedge. 9 o'clock, swing. Okay, so I got my 9 o'clock feel. This feels like 9 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the target. Hold my finish. I'm going to run through that process 15, 20, 30 times. And I'm going to get an average of what my known number is with this club. And with this club, for me, a 9 o'clock swing, just right to here, is 102 yards. So when I get in the fairway, I'm 101 yards out. I'll just play my 9 o'clock swing. Now, if I get 112 yards out, I know, we'll get to that in a minute because we're going to get to the 10:30 swing. And we're going to get to the 7:30 swing. So we got the 9 o'clock swing, the 7:30 swing, right here, 9 o'clock, 10:30. 3 different swings. And I can train my brain every time to stop right here. So I can train my brain to stop here at 7:30. And so by doing this, so if my known number at 9 o'clock with my 51-degree wedge is 102, then the next thing we're going to do with distance wedges is we're going to get known numbers for all 3 clubs, 59, 55, and 51 at 7:30 and at 10:30. So my known number for my 10:30 with the gap wedge, the 51-degree wedge, is 114. 114 yards. Now, if I need to get maybe 118, I have a couple choices. I can step on my gap wedge, or I can just come down to my pitching wedge with that known number. We'll cover that more later. So in this training, I have a 9 o'clock swing with 3 different wedges, my 59, my 55, and my 51. And I have 3 known numbers. So with my 59 at my 9 o'clock swing, my known number is 76 yards. With my 55-degree wedge, my 9 o'clock swing, my known number is 89 yards, meaning I know that when I do 99.9% of the time, when I do my 9 o'clock swing with my 55-degree wedge, it's going to fly 89 yards. And I know that 99 out of 100 times, when I swing my 51-degree wedge with my 9 o'clock backswing, it's going to carry 102 yards. So then all I have to do is get in the fairway, I got a perfect distance. It says 100 yards. My known number is 102. Just gonna set up to it and do my known number with a slight shorter backswing. I hit it right on the stick. It's mine. So those are known numbers at 9 o'clock with 3 wedges. So by having known numbers, it gives your brain some added context to narrow down some touch and some feel to the point where you can lower your scores. It's simple, it's intuitive, and you're going to get better control and you'll have more spin. And so there's 2 plateau levels of performance. There's proficiency and then there's performance. Proficiency means if you take your 9 o'clock swing with your gap wedge and you hit it to 11 yards, you're probably going to get a par. That's proficient. 11 yards, 33 feet, it's proficient. You hit the green. But if you want to really perform really, really well, performance is basically 2 steps. So 1, 2, 6 feet. You got a better chance of making a birdie. And so when you get really good at these known numbers and you can just start to focus on the target, you can just have really, really good control. And the outcome is going to be to where you're 2 steps from the flag and you'll sink more birdie putts because obviously you're a master at making birdies because you know how to read the green, you know how to control your speed, and you know how to hit your line. And so there's a process when you're doing the distance wedges, and it really boils down to just a few key areas. You want to know the total distance to the pin. You're going to want to know the right club selection that's going to produce a ball that's going to like one hop and stop. So you're going to need to know the carry distance. You're going to want to be aware of certain yardages to that known number to that club. And you're going to want to visualize and rehearse the shot, and you're going to want to set up and swing with the target and focus. Because you've already done the practice on the range. You've already done the training on the range. You've already trained your brain to known numbers with your distance wedges. And so you're going to set up, you're going to visualize it, you're going to rehearse it. You're going to have a trigger. Once you have a trigger, you're going to line up to it. You're going to confirm it, and you're going to send it. And then you're going to do a post-shot self-coaching. You're going to either relive it or you're going to fix it. And you're going to train your brain what you can do right with positive affirmations and good self-talk. So distance wedges, there's proficiency and there's performance. And the reason you guys are with me in this journey is you want to perform. And so go out to the range, grab your 3 wedges or your 4 wedges, and just start with a 9 o'clock swing. And get a known number of how far your distance is with 10, 15, 20 shots. And then write that down. And if you want to tape it on that freaking wedge, my gap wedge, 9 o'clock swing, 102 yards. Put it right in the club. You'll know you need 102 yards. You're going to grab your gap wedge at 9 o'clock swing. Same thing with your 55-degree wedge. Same thing with your 59-degree wedge. And then you're going to do the same thing. Once you do the 9 o'clock swing, it's the easiest swing to start with. Then go into the full swing or the 10-30 swing. They're interchangeable. Full swing, 10-30. And get some known numbers. And when you have those known numbers, write it down. And then do the 7-30 swing or the half swing. That's typically going to be a lower trajectory with lower spin because there's not as much acceleration and force. But have some fun with it. Become a master and Perform, baby. Just perform. I'll see you guys soon.